Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fixxitt episode 182. We are headed back here under the mountain, hitting all the walls and everything, because I want to finish clearing out this area here and sort of begin work on this this sort of under the mountain area for now. Now, I know that it's unfinished. I know what that is because I know what's coming there over there eventually, but that's a huge project and we're not there yet. I only want to take on one huge project at a time. And I think today's project is just going to be terraforming up the middle of this. I generally like how this is laid out now. I think it's at a good depth. I think all of it is actually pretty good. I think I could probably use some torches. Let's go make some torches over here while we talk. So, what I want to do today is I want to get rid of everything that's not stone in where the water is going to be. I want to put down some grass, a whole bunch of grass actually, and I want to maybe deal with the water, though I'm not completely sure that we're going to have time for that. We'll see. Yeah. You know, rockets are a little bit of a precious commodity to me at the moment still because I don't have a working creeper farm anymore. In Bedrock, it used to be that creepers would treat buttons and trapdoors on the side of blocks the same. Like, for example, if I put a torch right there, mobs, if this were a button, mobs would think that this is a full block and they would just walk right off the edge. That is no longer the case for buttons, but it's still a case for trapdoors. So what I need to do is I need to replace in my creeper farm all the buttons with trapdoors. So thank you for those of you who have told me, hey, you idiot, your creeper farm doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I'm aware of it. It's just it's a pretty big project because I'm going to need a crap ton of trapdoors, and it's not something I'm really relishing getting into. So eventually we'll do that. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe that'd even be like a live stream project or something, because that is just that just reeks of busy work. But for right now, what I want to get into is just lay the beginning areas of this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be filling up grass on all the upper levels, grass and dirt, and then all this lower level. Again, what I want to do is I want to get rid of all these mobs. I want to get rid of everything that's not stone, and reason being because I just want to have a nice bland floor, right? So like obviously this stuff clearly, but then also oh, it's weird, I don't have a I don't have a sword. Well, I'm gonna need a sword or shears or something to do it. I'll get some shears. So then also like all the ores and stuff in the ground have got to go, and to do that I'm gonna need to grab my Silk Touch pickaxe and just go harvest some stone, because I have used all the stone I have in this entire world over at the Guardian farm, which I've been working the last bunch of episodes here. So I'm gonna flatten this area out here, start to work on this area, and then we'll come back. This is gonna be a fairly large little cut because I have a large amount to do in between. It's not that interesting. So let me get working on this, and we'll go from there. So I just logged off, made some dinner and stuff, and I came back on, and I think I found the first sort of world glitch that I have found since I started playing this world. This was all filled in. All of it was. Every single bit of this was all filled in. You see how it's like down one layer and in like an exact rectangle? If I were to guess, if I were a betting man, I would bet that these are, dude, come on, man. Some sort of like, I bet they're right on chunk lines. Like we can probably narrow it down by telling me is this 16 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. That's freaking weird. That's freaking weird. Never mind all the mobs because I don't, there's no light here obviously. Yeah. Why did this happen? It's one block. Like I lost one block of smooth stone that I had already all filled in here. Not that this is a huge pain, but this is concerning. Is there anything up there? Looks normal. Everything looks normal up there. Here as well, the exact same thing here. Exactly one block. That is the weirdest thing, because I had this part already done. So, and of course I haven't done a backup between last clip and this clip, so I don't know what exactly is going. I mean, it doesn't look like a glitch. Like I'm walking through it and everything. I don't know. This is super weird. Let's check this out one more time and just make sure. I can't imagine how this could possibly be a RTX issue, given that RTX is just texture pack essentially, but I mean, I don't think so, but let's turn it off anyway, just in case it would be video. And then, I mean, because it's still just a texture pack, right? So, yeah, this is freaking weird, man. Why did this happen? Super odd. And why only one block? Like, if it's gonna like corrupt chunks or something, why not go like down to bedrock or something? It's just one block that's missing. That is super odd. Is it anywhere else, I wonder? I wonder if it's anywhere else. I'd like to know that. Let me sleep and then we'll find out. All right. I mean, everything up here looks fine. You know, it all looks normal. Everything seems, I don't see that I'm missing like a 2x1 chunk boundary or anything like that, but that's concerning. I think if I'm going to get a bug or something, this is like the best possible bug to get because it's easily fixed, but I just hope it's not a recurring bug. That would be really bad. So here is sort of the problem, and the good and the bad. You know, the good is that I'm starting to run out of digging, which is a great thing. It's a fantastic thing. The bad side is once I get all this dug, I'm not gonna have a really good source of smooth stone anymore, believe it or not, and or anything really until I start my next project, which is going to be probably soonish, because I'm just going to want a place to dig basically to get all my materials and stuff. So we may have to, after I get all of this done, we may have to actually go and start this next big dig, which is going to be, obviously I'll be digging for the future, right? I'll be digging for a project that probably won't happen for like 6 months or a year or something, right? So I'll be like really planning far out in the future, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what to do, but I'm very concerned about that bug. Have you heard of anything like that? That's not something I've heard of. Is this I know, here come the comments, right? It's like, oh, Bedrock sucks. I know. Yeah, okay, maybe. Fine. Let's just skip the Bedrock sucks comments and just try to get to the bottom of what maybe just happened, okay? Very curious indeed. I'm not sure. Have I ever mentioned how much not fun it is to put a bunch of water in a oddly shaped cavern? Not so much fun. I know I could use ice, but the problem is we're going up levels here, and then it gets kind of awkward and you know, whatever. So ice isn't really that helpful. But I have it up 2 levels now, and it's a lot easier to see with ray tracing here, but I want to show you without first. Now let's pop it on, and we'll take a look. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think, unfortunately for me, not for you, it'll just take a second for y'all, but I think, unfortunately for me, I think it's got to go up, or go down, rather, another, at least 1, probably 2 layers, and blah for that. Because you can see, I'm glad that I'm so glad that it's not patchy and it's all stone. That's so much better. So, you know, it's okay. There's different depths. I think that's going to look really cool as we go. But the next thing I'm going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to raise this another, at least 1 more. Why don't we do 1 more layer now? And then we'll, I guess we'll figure out what's next. The problem is, this layer isn't going to be so bad. The next one's going to be a lot less fun if I have to do another one, which I suspect that I probably will. Here's the problem. I have to do basically every block going the entire way around here because the water flows directly down. So, yeah, see what I'm saying? So it's not ideal, and I keep I keep falling and then swimming, and yeah, it's gonna take a while. So I guess I'll throw on Netflix and I'll get some grind on, and I'll do this because I think it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be awesome. Maybe we'll only do 1 more. I without ray tracing, it's not that good, but with ray tracing, it's pretty good. I can kind of live with it with ray tracing. So, all right, well, we'll do it. It's starting to give me that feeling. It's starting to give me the right feeling here. Yeah, I like it. Boy, oh boy, this little area is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. This is going to be such a huge, epic, awesome, sweet cave. I actually like the sort of twinkling lights that for some reason appear with the RTX, and I can't explain why. I don't know. It could, actually, it could be torches. Really? I am speaking to my friends here. Excuse me. You know what it could be, actually? It could be light coming off just each one of these torches, going up and hitting a very specific block from where I'm standing. I bet that's it, because torches do flicker a little bit. Interesting. So if I took if I eventually take down all these torches, I assume that'll stop. So maybe I'll want to use torches in this build, but regardless, that's quite a ways from here. The only other thing that I really want to get done today, because you know, you can probably guess this took a little while to get all that filled in, but it's pretty cool. The only other thing I really want to do today is I want to grass up at least this central area here, and I think we can do that fairly quickly. So let's do that now. I think for right now's purposes, let's do this, and we'll just I'll empty out my inventory and then put a bunch of grass and dirt and all that kind of junk all over the place over there, and hopefully it'll look awesome. I feel like it will. Man, I'm getting so many crappy just like bows and stuff. Jeez, so many. My goodness. What a lot of work this has been. So, all right, so you can start to see basically what's going to be going on down under here. There's a lot of cliff making still to do. There's a lot of, there's a lot of detail to do. I got some, well, obviously, I'm not even talking yet about building the actual, like, castle thing that's going to house all this apparatus here, and that's going to be, you know, that'll be a fun down the road project. That'll probably be a season 2 sort of project. But what I'd like to do at least now, you know, today, well, not today, but I mean this, before the end of this season, which is going to be episode 200, I would like to get this area all naturified, build some pillars that are going to hold this thing up, darken the areas that are supposed to be dark, really work on the cliffs, make sure that when drowned inevitably spawn in the water down here, because they already have, that they can't crawl up on land. So I want there to be at least a 2-block cliff going all the way around. I did try to do a little bit of an overhang there, not too much. Actually, looks like I missed a little bit here. But yeah, and you know, this is okay. I pulled out all the lights just for now, just so I could just kind of get a little bit of a feel. So I took out all the lights from this island. So this is going to be a bit of a mob fest. I'll just relight it back up here for sure. But yeah, I like it. I definitely like it. I'm glad that I don't have to dig down here anymore. I think it's good. I don't think I need more water, because this will, you can see I missed some spots. Like there's some diorite and coal there, iron. But this will eventually be a lot darker, and there will be a lot of seagrass, and we're gonna have a lot of boulders and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's good. I think it's good, even though you can clearly definitely see the bottom. But yeah, I think it's totally fine. Anyway, I think that is going to wrap it up today. I do want to grab a question and comment of the day, so I'll meet you back over in the old main base. I just got a comment here actually earlier today from Kid the Gamer. This is back from episode 178. Hi Fix, big fan and a YouTuber like you. I love the fact that you talked about politics. I know that most people don't like talking politics while gaming, but in this case I found it wise for you to talk about the insurrection that took place in DC. If this wasn't a good time to talk politics, then when would it be, right? Either way, keep up the great work and try to not overload yourself. Yeah, you know, thank you for the comment, and you know, and checking out the channel and all that kind of stuff. If you guys want to go check out another Minecraft YouTuber, Kid Kidd the Gamer, you can search him up. So yeah, so here's the thing about the political bit. I think most of you know that I lean socially left. I probably lean fiscally right generally. I forgot to do this whole section. Let's do it while I talk. I probably lean fiscally right, but the problem in my mind is a lot of the sort of right, I hate to say right wing, such a negative connotation, but like the conservative leaning party here in the United States of America, they are not fiscally that conservative anymore either. So there isn't truly a fiscally conservative party anymore, unfortunately, of the two-party system. And I know third party, I know, but we're not there yet. Hopefully one day we will. I'd love to have a third party in this country, but we're not there yet. So you know, here's the thing. I'm not going to talk about politics that much, and I understand why big YouTubers don't, because 50% of the country feels one way and 50% feels the other way. Not to mention all the people who don't want to hear it at all. So you're gonna make mad half of your viewership, right? Fortunately for me, this is a hobby. Still, I make a
make a little bit of money, you know, and it's nice. I can basically pay my YouTube bills and my server costs and stuff thanks to my patrons and everything. But you know, I'm not making a career of this. So it's fortunate that I can kind of not care too much about that, if you know what I mean, in a good way, I think, because I can just speak my mind and tell you how I feel the truth. And if I make people mad and they unsubscribe, then my life continues as it is. I hope you don't. You know, I'd love to have some good discourse about it. And it's not going to be something that I talk about all that much. I just feel like you're right. Kid the Gamer hit it exactly right. Like, if you're not going to talk about politics when there's a rebellion, basically, then when are you going to, you know? And if the answer is never for you, then that's also fine. That's something you can take. But yeah, it's just, you know, this series in particular, this series is going to be the place where I talk about things that bother me, you know, or things that are good, things that are bad, things that come up. You know, I talk here about my family, about the joys and the sometimes struggles of having an autistic son. You know, that's something that I will discuss in this series. You know, I'll talk about just, you know, like, I'll talk about life stuff. You know, I'll talk about my family and about things that are going on. You know, I wouldn't necessarily do that in the modded series or whatever. This is the part where you and me hang out. You know, this isn't an SMP where there's a bunch of other people and other crazy stuff going on. This is just us. This is me and my YouTube friends hanging out, shooting the breeze. And I'm pretty into politics, more so recently here, probably due to the sort of chaotic nature of what has been going on. So sometimes that's going to come up, and if that is something that really bums you out, then I'm really sorry. Just fast forward through that part, you know. But yeah. So you know, thank you for the kind words, and yeah, it's going to be something that I do when I feel like I have something that I want to talk about. You know, I'm not going to force it, but when it comes up, it comes up. Okay, so I think we're good here. I think we're good right now. I really like the way this is. I'm probably going to light this area up. I think what I'm going to do over there, I'm going to do another big platform of grass, I think, but I'm not sure yet. So, like I generally do often whenever I'm sort of building something big, is I'm just going to let it simmer a little bit. I'm going to let this simmer, and I'm going to come back to it another day and see exactly how I want to do things. Because obviously these walls over here with the weird dirt levels and stuff, they need to be all covered, and there's a lot of work to do here, but it's starting. We're starting to get it, and I like that. I'm happy about it. Okay, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget about the second channel. If you're so inclined, you can go over there and watch The Elder Scrolls, or starting, I think, next week, Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's going to be every other day on the other channel. It's just a place to hang out. You know, the second channel is not something I worry all that much about for subscribers and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a place where we can just hang out and play some games and stuff like that. And yeah, they're pretty fun games. Great storylines. Oh my goodness, the stories are so good. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye, everybody.